Right now, Jujutsu Kaisen is at a very thrilling point in the story. A big part of this excitement comes from the fact that Gojo Satoru is back, at least in his physical form. Fans understand that it's actually Yuta who is controlling Gojo's body. Yuta used Kenny's body swapping technique to take over Gojo. The battle between Yuta and Sukuna has got fans really excited. It's a showdown that will be remembered for a long time. Even though the fight has just started, there are already many things that are confusing fans. One major point of confusion is Yuta's lack of memories while in Gojo's body. This is an interesting twist, and everyone is curious to see how the author will handle it moving forward. What is clear right now is that Yuta doesn't have any of Gojo's memories. Anyway, please tell me your thoughts in the comments below, and please subscribe to my channel and turn on all post notifications so you don't miss any daily uploads. In Jujutsu Kaisen, there's an interesting concept about memories and body-soul connection that the author established in the series. When Kenjaku took over Suguru's body, he retained all of Geto's memories. This indicates that memories are stored in the body and the soul. Kenjaku explained this idea, stating that the body and soul are inseparable. The soul is the body and vice versa. This differs from Mahito's belief, which separates the body and soul. When discussing this with Mahito, Kenjaku suggested that their techniques might exist in different realms, which could account for any discrepancies. However, it's clear that Kenjaku accessed all of Suguru's memories through this body-soul connection. Further proof of memories being stored in the body is seen when Suguru, upon hearing Gojo's voice, momentarily regained control and tried to choke Kenjaku. This reaction implies that the soul retains some connection with the body and holds onto certain information. Yuki also spoke to Suguru. Even though Kenjaku was not in control of his body, he still remembered their conversation, reinforcing the idea that the soul is still present within the body. This suggests that information from the soul shapes memories. And in Kenny's case, he had access to everything Suguru knew because, for him, body and soul were one. Fans thought that when Yuta took over Gojo's body, he would have all of Gojo's memories. But that's not what happened. In Jujutsu Kaisen Chapter 262, Yuta used his domain expansion to try and defeat Sukuna. He created a powerful domain and then made it as small as a tiny ball, a technique he had seen Gojo use. Swapping bodies with Gojo gave Yuta enough experience to improve his barrier techniques significantly. This, combined with Sukuna being weakened, allowed Yuta's barrier to withstand blows from Malevolent Shrine for at least 3 minutes. Yuta clearly learned a lot from observing Gojo and using his own experiences within the prison realm. However, Yuta did not have Gojo's memories. This became evident when Sukuna managed to hit Yuta inside the domain despite him using Limitless. This showed that Yuta didn't know Sukuna could use both domain expansion and domain amplification simultaneously. Gojo had seen it before, and if Yuta had Gojo's memories, he would have known it too. Sukuna even mentioned that inside the domain, nobody knew what was happening, which further proved that Yuta wasn't aware of the previous clashes between Gojo and Sukuna. This caused quite a lot of confusion among the fans. Most fans expected him to have Gojo's memories, and with that, a specific way to counter Sukuna's techniques. At the very least, fans also knew that he would have Gojo's experience and his skill. While he does have his techniques, it appears that Yuta's experience is his own, and his control over cursed energy is the same as it was before he swapped as well. This is not taking into consideration any amplification he might have gained by using abilities such as the 6 Eyes. Of course, one might wonder as to why Yuta does not have Gojo's memories, while Kenjaku clearly had Suguru's. Multiple possibilities arise here. The first possibility is that Kenjaku had to work some way to attain all of Suguru's memories. Perhaps the control that he had over the body swapping technique was much greater than that of Yuta, and because of that, he was able to extract all of Suguru's information. This simply means that Yuta, who has just utilized this technique for the very first time, will take some time to explore Gojo's memories and bring out his experience as well. For now, he has no idea about the true potential of Kenny's technique and how to utilize it properly. Certainly, there's another angle to consider here. It's possible that the author might have forgotten his own rules. Before Yuta used this technique, the author established that memories are stored in the body, not just in the soul. He showed this through several examples in the manga. But now things seem to have changed a bit. Yuta might fix this by accessing Gojo's memories during their fight. This could even bring Gojo back to life, because his memories are still in his body. Yuta just needs to find them. Similar to what happened with Suguru under Kenny's control. Memories can have a life of their own. Okay, now let's talk about how Yuta grew so strong to the point where he's able to 1v2 Sukuna. Alright, let's dive into what happened in the month leading up to the Shinjuku showdown. During their fight against Sukuna, Sukuna asked them a question. What did you do during the past month? Yuji called it perseverance and guts, but Yuta straightforwardly said it was cheating. Here's what went down. Yuta used a technique from Wee Wee to swap souls twice. Fans already know the first time Yuta swapped souls, it was with Yuji. What Yuta got from this swap isn't exactly clear. Yuji, however, gained a bunch of new abilities, which was definitely a big help for him. Yuta might not have gained much from Yuji, but there could have been something useful. Now, fans were always wondering about the second soul swap Yuta did. In chapter 262 of JJK, it was confirmed that Yuta swapped souls with the strongest modern sorcerer, Gojo. This was a huge deal because swapping with Gojo allowed Yuta to tap into Gojo's incredible powers. He got access to the Limitless technique, which is a big deal. This means Yuta learned how to use Limitless, expand his domain, and harness the powers of Red-Blue and the very secret technique, Hollow Purple. Basically, everything Gojo knew was now part of Yuta's skill set. Yuta himself said that training with Gojo by swapping bodies helped him strengthen his barrier techniques. Sukuna, a very powerful character, had previously praised Yuta's barrier techniques, saying they were at a high level. Now, it all makes sense. His skills with barrier techniques are impressive, not as perfect as Sukuna's or Gojo's, but still far better than most other sorcerers. This training put him on a whole new level. Now he can withstand Malevolent Shrine for about 3 minutes from the outside by shrinking his domain. This strategy was given to him by Gojo to counter Malevolent Shrine, and it's especially useful since Sukuna is also weakened. This opens up a chance for Yuta to win the fight. Even though Yuta isn't on the same level as Gojo or a fully powered Sukuna, he's still strong enough to make a difference. Fans should remember that Yuta is up against a weakened Sukuna. While Yuta is still growing in terms of power, he should be capable of handling this situation. Yuta believes he can succeed, and fans just need to watch and see how he does it. He might have more surprises in store because he seems confident in his ability to deal with Sukuna. Anyway, please tell me your thoughts in the comments below, and please subscribe to my channel and turn on all post notifications so you don't miss any daily uploads.